hang on. Going live just in a sec, I'm just getting set up. How are you today? Chair, no you go. Oh, I think I need the toilet before we go. Live? Do I have time? Now, well, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. That... this is the worst thing ever, getting ready for the stream and then wanting to go for a pee. But, yeah, okay. Alright, we've got a doozy today, so I've had a busy day. Actually, do you know what? Let's cut the countdown out and just get this going, shall we? Voice coming through okay? Okay, here we go. We are live. So, I'm in the hot tub, guys. Oh, you're at your job today. What do you do for a living? You don't have to be honest with me. I know it's private information. You just make something out. You could say you're an astronaut or a Formula 1 driver. Spit out. Kind of feel like I should get some music playing in the background, but yeah, at least these copyright strikes are problematic. I've got to think my way around this. Oh, hello. Good. Well, how's work going? That's probably the first question I should ask. Actually, I tell you what. This that I'm sitting in right now is a displacement shader that I created today. I'm really pleased with it. It's both PC and Quest compatible. It looks the same on both. Yay. Hint here I haven't tested is that it can be seen in the mirror reflection, so behind me. Now I know I'm on the PC at the moment. I know it can reflect, but I think with the Quest it might not. I might have screwed something out. That's okay. It's okay. It's the problem with mirrors. Mirrors have to double render a scene, right? So most you get this quite complex operation going on here with the swirls of bubbles and everything. Oh, you're painting our house. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, painting the whole house or just door frames or what? I'll pull it in a sec. So I put some yoga mats in there, you'll notice. We've also filled up the dance videos, although I've noticed there's some actual Pilates videos that I've accidentally put in, and they're not really dance videos if they're Pilates. Just remind me, actually, I do need to start doing Pilates myself. I'll get back to that at some point. But until then, all good. Thank you, SJ. Thank you very much, Gordon. I thought I'd start off with a little hot tub stream today, and then maybe we'll go for explore. It was only a short stream yesterday, and today I'm sort of, I am colour tight for time as well, but I'll try and stream as long as I can. The Lotus doesn't open till 8, but I don't want to be streaming right up until it opens like I did yesterday. That was too much. Plus, I'm going to be making a delicious curry later, so, yeah. Oh, you're painting the inside of the house. Oh, okay, I get you. Okay. Wow, and is it your house or is it someone else's house? Yeah, I just posted a very small video to Instagram showing just how the different phases I went to create this displacement shader. Yeah, I love curry. I don't know what it's gonna be. It might be it's probably going to be an Indian curry because I have some really nice garlic and coriander naan breads that I bought a day or two back, and I've got to use them while they're still fresh. That's very important. But yeah, I'll be cooking an Indian curry tonight. It won't be a strong one. Even though I do like spicy curries, but no, it'll be probably not butter chicken, maybe korma, might be chicken tikka masala. I do have a jalfrezi and a Rogan Josh sauce ready to go, actually. So it may be a Rogan Josh tonight. And we've got some chicken to go with it as well. I'll slice up some peppers and onion, mix that together, just fry it. and then add the sauce, then get the naan breads cooking as well. I never normally have naan bread with curry because it tends to make me feel a little bit bloated, and I don't like feeling bloated. Yeah. So let me just have a little look at my menu a sec, guys, and I'm sure I've seen some interesting worlds, and I'd like to show you them because I kind of ran out of time yesterday. But for now, I'm just enjoying this amazing hot tub. To this displacement chair, you can see it's all like lumpy and bumpy. You see it's all swirling with bubbles, and it's all quite lovely. I really like making this. That's bait. You're baiting me. I know you are. I can cook spicy, and I can cook bland. And tonight I'm going for. I go for something savory, shall we say? Yeah. It'll be good. Plus I'm also trying to be a little healthy at the moment, so we're trying to make sure our food is nutritious. And honestly, the tomato-based curry sauces are definitely the one. Not the creamy ones. I can't be doing the creamy ones, although I will make an exception for coconut cream. So like a Thai green curry, for example, that I'd be all over. Same with the Thai red, actually. I do have Thai red curry paste ready to go. But tonight, to use the garlic and coriander naan bread, I'm putting it with you'll find something amazing at the supermarket, actually. I found these sort of frozen cubes of crushed garlic and ginger, and I thought, wow, that's new. I haven't seen that before. Yeah, okay, I'll stand up just once, okay? Just once. So here we go, and I've got this bikini bottom on down the bottom too as well. So there we go. That's it. That's all you're getting. That's it right there. Yeah. So, we will obviously get a bit more dressed to go adventuring. I don't want to get in trouble on the stream, so, even though I'm fine, I have checked the rules and this is absolutely okay, so we're good. We are good. So yeah, we had a fantastic night last night. Lots and lots of people came to Hidden Heights. We just had a massive sort of jukebox night. We met the most incredible dude, right? So, he was called, Bardo. Yeah, he was called Bardo. And he was a little red cat, with a keyboard. But this was the most amazing thing, right? That the keyboard that he had in his avatar was linked via some OSC data channels to the actual keyboard that he was playing in real life. Which is really interesting because when he pressed a key on a keyboard in real life, on his avatar, it would actually make the keys to press. Now, this guy was amazing. He would just sit there and just play the piano for like an hour straight. Just all different songs. He'd do requests. Really, really good. But then he did a sort of, he did this sort of play, which is really obscure. It was very funny, though. It had us all in stitches. There was loads of us out in the garden. We were watching his performance. And honestly, get onto my Instagram because I did a little video on it. Only about a minute and a half of it. But it's the one with the guy who looks like the wolf in the suit. And honestly, if you go watch that video now, you'll see what I mean. It's on my Instagram. I posted it, I think, this morning. And it was very open. I didn't know what to make of it. But it was... they were all howling with laughter as well. But I mean, what an absolutely talented guy. And this is the thing I love about TR. You meet some of the most interesting and most talented people in here. Like, it's such a social scene in here. That I'm actually done with going out in real life. I just can't be bothered because all I meet is drunks. But if I go out in VR, I get to meet the most fascinating and talented performers. And even sort of I bumped into a guy last night who I'd heard of in passing, but he was an incredible programmer, and he came into the White Lotus. And at first I didn't recognise the name, and I just, I sort of started talking to him. But it turns out he was a guy who had actually worked with some of the most legendary world tracers that I know on Horizons over the last year or two. And it dawned on me who he was, and I was like, this is amazing. You don't get to meet these kinds of people in real pubs. These are the brains that are forging the realities of tomorrow, and I say that not lightly. This these are some very, very smart people that you're going to meet in VR right now. These are the pioneers. Yeah. It's a stark contrast. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy a few glasses of wine. Yeah, but usually when I'm out, it's just the same conversations about any old thing. And don't get me wrong, people are wonderful, but it's just different credentials of people in the social scenes. You get to meet some absolute talents, and you can go and see their worlds and their creations as well, which is wonderful. You're only worried Twitch will ban me? No, Twitch will be okay. Honestly, they'll be okay. I've been quietly observing what other people have been doing over the last few years, and yeah, Twitch will be okay. They'll all be okay. I for example, the only problem I have issues with actually is TikTok, and TikTok still flag the occasional post that I put up, but every time I appeal it, they overturn it. So that's only not worked once, and I worked out why it was on TikTok. So TikTok actually did get a little funny with me because I put a URL to a website into the video, and that's actually in the terms and conditions not to do that. That's directing traffic off site by hiding, or I wasn't hiding, it was quite plain sight in the video, but I didn't put it in the comments or anything, so it was harder for them to observe and sanitize. But TikTok have got a problem with you putting URLs in videos, apparently. I think they might sway, and YouTube apparently has the same policy. I didn't know this. I watched a video on like why your videos might get demoted on YouTube, and it's because if you put URLs into the description, it's very easy for Google to sort of pick up on that and scan it for safety, etc. But if you put a URL in the video, you know, that's what a lot of scammers are doing, and they don't like that. So so you'll notice I'm not putting any URLs in any videos. So yeah, that's I found out it wasn't that I was being naughty on TikTok. I was absolutely playing by the rules. It was just that I was putting URLs in the video, because I looked back at it and I was like, what have these videos all got in common that keep getting slagged? And it's because of the URLs. Although I did put one on TikTok yesterday which talked about sex noises in ZR workout apps, right? And this is amazing. So I was talking yesterday about, if you play Fit XR multiplayer, you can actually hear guys making little sex moans as they're doing their exercise. So like, I'm not going to make the noises again, but yesterday I did, and I posted a clip of that to TikTok, and it got taken down for like 5 minutes until I appealed it, and then they must have looked at the video and gone, I'm not actually promoting that. It was just an observational comment about what goes on, and then they just restored the video straight away. So yeah. It's really funny, the write-ups they give you. It's like, we want a certain standard of content on our network, and it's like, yep, I haven't broken any rules though, and in fact there's people doing way worse, and I've got no problem with that either, but like, why me? And it was all to do with the URLs, because I was putting web addresses inside the video. So that's a tip for any of you guys who are going to go do any kind of streaming like this. Do not put website URLs inside your videos. It is a surefire way to get your videos taken down. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens enough to be consistently annoying. Yeah, let's have a little look. Please, what are we pleasing for? Okay. Yeah, okay. That's quite nice here, isn't it? I like this. This is the dance studio. So this is like 2 days in to launch in the dance studio. And I've added a few things, got some amazing playlists. Like I say, we got some yoga mats now. Well, the yoga mats don't do anything. What I want to do with the yoga mats is put little optional touch points on there. So that if you go up to the yoga mats and sort of click them, then you start doing yoga poses. I thought that would be quite hilarious. But I'm not ready to do that now. I'd like to get the hang of using the motion trackers to start recording BVH files and then putting them into rigged avatars. And I have a lot of plans to do stuff like that. I don't see many people doing this in the VR space, and I think it could be awesome. Yeah, just doing little animated stuff with the characters and stuff, using motion capture for my own moves. So, for example, I could be doing some dancing, and then I could just stand around looking like I'm talking and then just motion capture that. Because of course, you guys know full well I've got the old motion track is going on, so you can actually see my legs moving in here. Okay, you can put my feet in the air like, and I think that would be wonderful. But more to come on that. Stay tuned. These things are entire topics of interest. They're quite difficult to get into, and I think that I've got to take my time with them. But as every weekend I say I'd love to break into that, and every weekend I sort of just get distracted by everything else. But yeah, you might see copies of me dancing in different places, so stay tuned. Could be cool, I think. Yeah, we'll put them in virtual worlds, so as you walk around, you can kind of see me just dancing. No one actually be there, it'll just be a ghost. But I don't know. I have a quick sip of my drink, a sec. Sorry, guys. Ew. Wonderful. Oh, okay. What time is it anyway? Oh, look at that. It's coming up to 6 p.m. UK time. Oh, wonderful. So, what else still I have to discuss today? Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to go and look at worlds that I've travelled recently to see if we could go on a little world hop. I will have to get changed before we do that. And I'm glad you guys liked the little fashion show I put on yesterday. It was really weird, if you think about it. We were in the tomb, of what do they call them? What's the people who do death magic? I can't even remember. Necromancer, that's the one. Yeah. So we're in the tomb of a necromancer yesterday, for those who went on the stream. And I just started doing a random fashion show. They do the catwalk next to a sacrifice table. Like, what the hell? It wasn't planned. Honestly, it wasn't planned. I just had a lot of dresses to show off. That I'd put on my new avatar. Because yesterday was the big reveal of the new style avatar, which, to be honest, looked very much like the old one. But the amount of effort I have to put into sort of blend shapes to make sure that these clothes actually conform to the bodies and that you don't get, let's just say bits poking through and leave it at that. Takes a lot of effort. It's not perfect, but we get there. Yeah. TikTok, yeah. One side is a goner and the other side is, oh, Gooner. Oh my goodness. Gooners and anti-gooners. I'm loosely aware of what that is. Hey, what people get up to in the privacy of their own homes is entirely up to them. It's all good. It's all good. TikTok. But yeah, no, TikTok, I think. I don't know what the future holds for TikTok. It's a special platform. It has odd policies. It nets a lot of things go, which I don't think it should, and then it comes down like a ton of bricks on things which frankly aren't even that much of a problem. But yeah, whatever. It's just like highly censored in all the wrong places. That's my view of TikTok. That maybe it'll recover from that. I mean, it's not doing any harm. There's a lot of people using TikTok, but I think like all fads and trends like TikTok, it will fade. Something new will come along and it will just displace it, and then TikTok will be a bit like MySpace. Yeah. I just don't think it innovates enough. Yeah. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah, I do put a bit of time into them. Although I'm trying to get back more into world building, hence why I'm starting off with this little simple one here. I do need to get back into world building. I've got a lot to do. The Lotus is not going to rebuild itself. I've got the Generation 3 of the White Lotus, which will be coming along at some point. And yeah, I want to amaze people with it, but that's going to take time. And to do that, I've got to learn all these little patterns, all these little techniques, and just build these components. So that I can just sling it all together. And to be honest, I think this time around, I'm probably not going to build everything from scratch. I think there'll be certain unique things. I think you've got to have unique things in your world. I generally feel that I've seen a lot of worlds which are kind of carbon copies of other worlds. And for me, I sort of think, well, someone's going to be proud of that and well done. But for me, it's just, it doesn't really push the ideas or the technology if all you're doing is just basically reinventing something which has already been made several times. I know it's yours, but yeah. when I started on Horizons, I built quite a few things, and people used to ask me to go and see their bars, and every bar I went to had the same basketball hoops and beer pong tables, and I'll be quite blunt, after I saw the nth one of those, I was a bit like, do you know what, I'm done. I'm done. Show me a community space that's got some original and amazing things in it. Not just the same assets that have been passed around. But you know, I don't want to be too down on it. I think everyone's trying their best, and that's amazing. But for me, unfortunately, I can't be everywhere all the time, and I'm gonna zoom in on things that amaze me. And yeah, because I think that's how this whole thing gets pushed forward. So they get a lot of people are like a little bit worried about sort of the social, and I'm not. I see it growing, and you know, it doesn't belong to one platform for sure. I think there are many amazing creators. I myself, I'll go all over. This is the big shift with VR chat. I'll go over and spend time in other people's faces. I'll like start a community group in, I know, via a sort of high-rise apartment or one of Sam's builds or any number. So I've got hiccups, I think. But I'll just go and stay in them because they're just so amazing. It's a joy to just start a group instance that you and a team of people can sort of moderate, and just people will come in and have such a great time. But yeah, last night we had quite a populated instance of Hidden Heights. And it was really, really good vibes. There was like no arguments, stone falling out. And to be honest, that is generally what goes at the White Lotus. We don't usually have any falling outs. Like any social space will always have people falling out with each other. But the main thing is like, you know, damn it, if you see a fire, do your best to try and put it out. And that's tough, right? Because you can't make everyone like each other. That's never going to happen. But what you can do is try, if you can, to make people see eye to eye. And if there's any sort of problems, you can... I don't know. I don't get involved in people's personal problems. I don't. General policy. But I think when I see good conversations, I'll get involved in those conversations. And I'm very good at spotting where there's a disconnect as well. So when, for example, I see people talking, one person might use some slang term from their part of the world or their, you know, culture or whatever. I feel like you might have a Scottish person talking to someone from the US, for example, and this person might say something that this person doesn't understand, but this person then thinks that was some kind of slight or insult towards them, and the whole thing can just kick off. It's really quite silly. So you just have to sort of jump in and go, when he said that, he meant, and then, you know, you can't always save these situations. Sometimes people are just being rude to each other, and in that case, you just gotta wrap it, leave them to it. And but no, it is tough running social spaces in VR. I absolutely will say that. But it's mostly fun. But there's a reason I can only run the Lotus for 2 hours at a time on Horizons, and a lot of that is down to Horizons is quite inconsistent right now. There's been a swarm of adults on the platform in the last week, but last night I noticed, during that time I was running the public instance, there really weren't many people on. Like, that was a Friday night. That's usually the busiest time. And was it the busiest time? No. No, it really wasn't. It was actually our quietest night in the last 8 days. And I looked around, so I spotted that, like, there weren't really many people on Horizons at all. And when I sort of looked deeper into it, like, most people are over in the VR chat right now. I'm sorry to say, well, not sorry to say, that they're going to where they want to be at the end of the day. They're going to spend time with their friends, and people are mostly over here. And I think it's a sad one. I have a lot of love for Horizons, and I will always be there. But like I say, 2 hours a day at the moment, and if it gets any quieter, I'll whittle it down to 1 hour. I think it's important to maintain a presence on all the platforms that are still running, and just divide your time. But you've got to go where the demand is, and it's like, if I told you, hey, come and stand behind a bar on your own for an hour every night, I don't think many people are going to go, hey, yeah, that's a really great time investment. Otherwise, if we come over here, we can just do whatever we want and have all the fun. I just feel like I'm standing over there for no reason when there's no one there. So, But we do usually get some faces, and we got the regulars coming in, and I do appreciate those guys. You know, sometimes you just need a small cluster of the right people around you to have a great time, and that's an important thing to remember. Yeah, it's never been about numbers. I think if you're running a place for numbers in here, or you can rise and see, you're gonna have a really rough time. Some people make it work, I guess, but you know, I don't tolerate rude people, and so numbers aren't important to me. If someone is being incredibly rude to people, or even to me, yeah, it's the damn straight I'll exercise policy on that one. And you have to draw boundaries. There's a lot of people who will take advantage of you. And they'll take advantage of your kindness. Sometimes it's alcohol fueled for sure, but not always. Sometimes they are just not nice people, or they've had a rough day and they want to take it out on someone, and that's fine. But you've just got to set that boundary and say, I'm not here for you to do that. Bye. See you later, and then just throw them out the door. But I don't really do perma bans at the Lotus. I'll usher people out, but it's kind of like a drunk tank. You basically get to come back tomorrow and try again, and keep trying until you get the balance right, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, right, should we go look at some wills? Fun now, it's up to you. I can either stay here or I can get dressed and we can go for a walk. I'm loving this hot tub, Joss. The one thing I've missed from this hot tub actually is the sounds. I thought I put the sounds in, but look at the bubbles in here. Can you see the bubbles? They were like swooshy and swirling. Because I was going through some of the algorithms to try and get it perfect. The first one I came out with, they were just moving in a linear fashion, from left to right, and it didn't look right. And it's like, hot tubs aren't, they don't move like that. And then, of course, I noticed that the bubbles were quite uniform and the displacement was quite uniform. And actually, in fact, the displacement is fairly random, to be honest. I like that. I've done well there. But then I tried making the displacement bigger in the middle. I was trying to do, you know, like if you picture like a water jet pushing the water up in the middle. And I thought, how can I create like an awesome bubbly effect? And I think the honest answer is I'm going to come back and do that with particles. So I can have little white blobby particles that are going to sort of fire up in the middle, and it's going to look amazing. Yeah, and they're just going to break the surface and you'll see them bubbly. But like as a base water, this one's really well. The other thing as well is I kibossed the idea of transparency. So very often when you see hot tubs, you can see underneath them. But I actually like opacity on water. This is something I've struggled with for a long time. When I see transparent water in swimming pools in VR, it kind of looks a bit weird. And I think it's born from spending too many years in Horizons, because in Horizons you don't have bikinis. And so when you see people standing in swimming pools in Horizons, because we can't have like bikinis or whatever, or you know, the guys can't take their shirts off. It looks like everyone's just stood around in their jeans in swimming pools, and it looks really odd. And at some point, I hope that changes. So the reason why I do opaque water is so you don't see underneath the water, because then it sort of ruins the thing that everyone's wearing jeans. Thank you. Yeah, I spent a little bit of time on it today. But I think I've got it right. And the nice thing about it is it's very often you'll see, like, when you have transparency, you've got to have refraction effects, which bend the light underneath. But refraction comes with a few problems in VR. It's depending on how people's avatars are made, and I've fallen foul of this at a party. So I was at this really nice pool party talking to loads of people, and I noticed they were all staring down at my, like, you know, and I looked down and I was horrified. And what I noticed is the little song that I was wearing underneath the refraction shade was actually moving separate from my body. So it looked like that the skin and the thong were basically, they could see everything. They could see everything, and it was, yeah, I had no idea. So yeah, refraction shaders you've got to be very, very careful with because they can move separate meshes separately. Or you have the same, hey Zeracool, you have the same problem with transparent shaders actually. So if you use any sort of transparency on the clothes, what you'll notice is if people put another layer of transparency, and I see people doing this on purpose, they'll basically put a transparent surface up because their avatar's got a certain feature that does that, like maybe a magnifying glass. And you see, look through the transparent shader, basically the clothes just start to disappear, and it's so pervy. But you've got to think of these things, right? You've got to think of these things. But no, I think by making it opaque, we don't have to worry about the refraction and all the problems that can come with that. And additionally as well, I think doing displacement and refraction is certainly not supported on the Quest. That's an important one. You can't run that on the Android chipset. So if you keep it opaque, it means that the Quest and the PC people are seeing the same thing. But the thing I really love is if you look at the heights in this, when the displacement goes quite high, you get this wonderful sort of like lightning effect going on. It's like it turns white, and it's such a cool effect. And even the bubbles are just going in all different directions, and I really like that. And this is just a simple matrix. This is just a simple sort of I think it's a 50 by 50 plane. And the displacement effect, basically just random noises there. Believe it's Berlin noise. Pretty sure it is. Yeah. Use, oh, cool. Okay. I will look you up now. If you're on VR chat. I can't invite you into the stream. I do have a policy about stream, and I only do it in private streams, just because it lets me keep control of the broadcast. I always find when I bring other people in and random shit happens, and that's not cool. Let's have a look. So if I just add you on here now, but good to see you again. How have you been? We'll talk later. If you're around, let me just can I friend request you? Great. Yeah, I'll friend request you there. If you're around later, Zeracool, just come and see us. So I'll be let me think. I'll be opening the Lotus at 8 in Horizons, but I'll be here before that, okay? But then 10 PM onwards if you're around. I'll be probably at Hidden Heights tonight, unless we go for a walkabout. But honestly, because I've sent you a friend request now, you'll be able to join us. So that's cool. Thank you. Thank you. It's, yeah, this is just an avatar that I keep piling more and more clothes onto, and I've got really good at actually packaging everything now. So in order to sort of try and get the Quest version of this below 10 megabytes, the textures do look a little bit ropey. But I think I'm using a combination of Quest Tones, I think it's called. It's a Unity plugin that does a lot of conversion. So you can take a PC avatar with a little bit of configuration. You can actually get it to output a Quest avatar. And you can customize that. You can say, hey, this texture, keep this at 512, or downgrade it to sub 256. And then the other one's like a shoe texture, for example. I can take down to 128, and I can take a normal map down to like even 64, because, you know, on the Quest, frankly, you're just trying to pack everything in. Here, Ink is cool, they won't lie to be transparent, it's part of the rules. Well, yeah. So, yeah. But no, so sometimes I'll have clothing on that is a little bit sheer, should we say? But obviously things are covered. But if you have, for example, maybe a pair of hot pants and they have like a little trim down the bottom, the trim uses transparency, then because the actual mesh is set to transparent, even though most of it is opaque, when you walk inside, any kind of, or just in front of a transparent, I was basically chilling by the lake in Lake Matza the other day, and Dr. Joe came in, and he was looking at me through the window inside the house, and he said, hey, you're flashing, and I was like, no, I'm not, no, I'm covered. He was like, no, you're not wearing anything. And I'm like, what? And he came outside and he saw that I was actually wearing something. So that's when we worked out. It was the transparency in the window that he was looking through, and intently got to see everything, and it's like, oh, that was not intended. See, making avatars is a constant learning thing. You gotta watch out for these things. But yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Yeah. So, I definitely will keep upgrading. I think to now I'm quite happy with the skin. I gotta keep some level of consistency with it, because right now it's fairly unique, and I've made it from components, but I have tailored and customized it, as well as like various pieces of clothing as well. That I sort of worked with and made them sort of fit it properly, etc. Yeah, there will be changes. I keep learning things all the time. And yeah, I'm excited to do more with this. Oh, it's Amanda. Hello, Amanda. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the stream. And just having a relaxing hot tub session. I was maybe going to go and look at Worlds, but actually, do you know what? I'm quite happy. Just sat in here. This is for anyone who's just joined. This shader, this water shader that you can see bumping and swirling around. This is something I made today. I did post a little video on Instagram, which showed you some of the previous attempts I had lining up to it. I went for ones which were transparent and had a lovely sort of glossy effect to them. But when I put that in, it was like, actually, I don't like being able to see under the water. And plus, you've got to make sure it works on all platforms, and it would work fine on PC, and then I went to look at it on Quest, and something would be wrong. Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, good. Well, I hope you enjoyed Popcorn Palace. You're cool. Yeah, that's a nice world. A lot of people go to that. Yeah, so the polls over here, absolutely. I can turn them on and Freneca does, but I'm not gonna dance in a thong, so I had to cover myself up for that one yesterday. Well, I'm not trying to push that kind of content, but it's, hey, if people want to come here and do that sort of thing in their own private time, then that's fine. But I'm not doing a live stream, that's too much. That's sorry, guys. Yeah. But, transparency is flashbang. It's a violation. Is it? Interesting. Well, I don't go into public instances, and I know that there are different rules between community private instances and public instances. And I know at the moment you'll notice there's a lot of action going on public avatars right now, so a lot keep disappearing. And actually, the VRChat make us really good videos about this, actually, and they sort of explain that they want to basically create places where adults can be adults, but they also want to create safe spaces for kids, and they've got to separate the two, and that's obvious. Which is why the age verification thing came in now, so now you can't go into an 18+ experiences unless you're over 18. But on top of that, they said that they want to leave the moderation of private sort of community instances to the communities, because they can't do as good a job as the communities can. That meanwhile, the public instances, yes, they have to keep monitoring those because no one's moderating them. And I think that's really cool. I like the way that sounds. So no, certainly over in Horizons, it's like you can do your best to moderate, but ultimately it's Meta who decide what goes on there. Yeah. All good. Right, does anyone have any questions? By the way, fire them out and I'll do my best to answer them, but it's great to have you all on board. I think we've got the most viewers we've had for a while on today, which is lovely. More the merrier. If anyone isn't following me on YouTube or Twitch or Kick or what have you, please make sure you do. Oh, my right controller just buzzed and I don't know why. That's weird. Yeah, so, they said I don't ever do public instances in VRChat. That's a bit of a rule that I have. At some point I may in the future, but they'll be like group public. There'll be instances that are run by groups that I trust. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, private instances, to be honest, you meet so many people in sort of private instances anyway. it just feels like there's no need to go to public instances. Like, I'm not that desperate to meet people. I've got a good group of friends. They're amazing. And then I organically meet more people through them as well. So every night I always meet lots and lots of interesting people without the need to sort of expose myself to public instances on VR chat. So, yeah. Really, really good. Time is it? 20 past 6. It's your birthday in 1 month. Okay. Well, happy birthday for in 1 month's time. Great style. Do you know when I started the stream I said I really need a pee? I still really need a pee. And all this water is not helping. It's torture. Yeah? Well, it's always good to be excited about your birthday. Actually, it is one of my friends' birthdays tonight. Actually, technically, it's two of my friends' birthdays tonight. But I'll definitely be with the one because I know they'll be where I am, and yeah, and the other one I maybe stay up here, then I'll say hello. But whap. You see, it's hard to be ever at once. I really can't. Yeah. So, yeah, it's 7:18 p.m. for you, but you're an hour ahead of me. I do remember. I might do a yoga stream in the future. What do you guys think about that? That's, I don't know if the body trackers are up for it. I think we tried a little bit of yoga before, didn't we? And it was kind of interesting. So, yeah. Yeah. Because I know the trackers sort of are okay to a point, and then they just go absolutely crazy. Well, I'm just going to disconnect my headset from the power a sec so I can walk around a bit, but, okay, so, I think we're gonna jump out the pool and go for an explore. So, again, I've got no, mechanics for this, so we're just gonna, okay, sorry about that, I just kind of leapt. That was hilarious. So, let's have a big stretch. Every time I go into my menu to look at something, I completely forget what I was doing, and I just lose focus. Crazy. I was talking about this the other day, like, most of us in VR have some kind of attention deficit thing. Has VR caused this? Has the experience of being in these sort of, like, hypersocial circles caused us to, like, lose our attention on everything? Or is it just because we're like that that's brought us together? That's a good question. What do you guys think? Take your time and don't answer all at once. Brittany visited. Yeah, we looked at 2 Elder Scrolls Oblivion Worlds yesterday, didn't we? The Frog Terrarium was good. I really enjoyed that one. Yeah. Just throwing a quick look a sec. Right, let's have a look. I think I dropped something I didn't drop anything. Nice try. Nice try. You're just the first one I followed on YouTube. I saw that's a cute avatar. Oh, bless you, thank you. Well, I'm still putting it together. It's a work in progress. So, I'm definitely trying to add little bits to it all the time. And yeah, it's going well. It's going well. I've got a lot of clothes on this avatar right now, so I think I might have to get changed. I do kind of fancy running around a few worlds if you guys are up for it. Just go and see some amazing stuff. I saw a really nice haunted house yesterday. It was genuinely quite scary. Free. I may have to get changed before we do that because I am literally in my spoon costume. Oh no, mate! My left controller is starting to freak out. I don't know if you can see that. It's not in a good place. I may have to restart that controller. It's gone to 6 degrees of freedom, which is annoying. Sorry, this is, 3 degrees of freedom. I said that in front of Witch the other day and she rightly corrected me. Yeah? Jane. So bear with me. Right. Okay, it's come back now. I don't know. These controllers just sometimes absolutely spaz out and they lose their position in the room, as it were. So, yeah. Very strange. It seems to have recovered from that. I think they just have trouble processing because they have little cameras actually inside the controller. It's like, oh, though I'm folding my hand there towards you. It's not like I can show you this. But yeah, they sort of lose their position. They have little cameras that allow them to track the environment around them. The pro controllers, that is. The standard 3 controllers don't do that. They just get tracked from the headset itself. Yeah. Yes, it's a good move, Zero Cool. Very much so. So, definitely make friends only instances. It's you have such a better time with that. Because you know when your friends can come in, and then when we make it friends plus, then friends of friends can come in, which means you get to meet people as well as spending time with your actual friends, which is lovely. It's definitely a really good way to play VR chat for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna go get changed, so you guys stay there. My controller is yet again messing up. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Don't buy a Master Quest Pro, whatever he's who, I swear to God. These controllers are abysmal. As soon as my arm starts working, I'm gonna get changed. But until then, it's not like I can do much, because it's, my arm was frozen in the air. Isn't that crap? Let's just cover the, cameras a sec. There we go. Okay, we seem to be back. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go get changed, so I want you to turn around and look the other way. And we'll see. So, no peeking. Okay. Definitely no peeking at this point, guys. Absolutely none of it, thank you. Right. Oh, my controller just shut down just as I was putting on my top. Okay. That's crazy. Let's just start that back out. I've still got my other hand, so let's turn it around. Okay, and I think we're good. Yes, we're good. There we go. Got my favourite t-shirt on. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I look like I'm giving a V-sign. I'm not. My controller is restarting because it literally just died on me, which is absolutely crazy. So, there we go. Yeah, wonderful. Okay. Right. Shren, no peeking, guys. No peeking. Gotta keep it absolutely safe for work in here. So yes, so we're back. Now we're gonna go and look at a world that I saw yesterday, which was absolutely amazing. Question about movement in VR. The way I move, because sometimes your feet are still, but they can move well. Yours just moves normally. So okay, so I've got a bit of a setup going on here, where my hands are being controlled by the VR controllers that come with a headset, and obviously the head is being controlled by the headset, right? But then you'll notice that my legs move, right? And I can move my knees. I can do little kicks. Here's some kung fu stuff. Ready? And also I can sort of stick my butt out behind me as well, which is pretty cool. And you know, I can sort of also I can move my chest side to side. It's very cool, isn't it? So this is known as full body tracking. This is a technology which is amazing. It really complements the standard VR setup. So at the moment, there are, if you look up FBT or full body tracking on Google, you'll find out an awful lot as you go looking at it on YouTube. Well, one day I'll do a little video and show you how I do it. But for now, I'll just explain it. So I have these little bands around my knees, okay, and my ankles as well. And I also have one around my chest and around my waist as well. So basically, I can jiggle my hips, and I can sort of rotate my chest. So you can see if I rotate. Actually, I can rotate my hips, I can rotate my chest, and I can kick my legs up as well. Which is really cool. And they use, I can't remember that there's some sort of magnetic tracking. So each sensor knows where it is in relation to another. Zero Cool did get his name from Hackers the movie. I know this because when I first met him, I challenged him on it. So that is a good I do know Zero Cool very well. I met him on Horizons, some time ago. Yeah. Just hanging around some of the public areas. That's something I used to love about Horizons was the public areas. And now they sort of replaced the old public area with a new one, and it's unmoderated and it's a bit messy, to say the least. I think if you ever come into Horizon Worlds and you go into Horizon Central right now, move on quickly. It's not a good place to be. And I say that, but like, the old Horizon Central, a lot of adults didn't like to hang around in there either, but because it had visible moderation, it worked quite well. But the new one, unfortunately, all I keep hearing is people saying it's not good. Not good, but less said the better. But if you do go into Horizons, please don't be put off by Horizon Central and the behaviour of people in there. That is not a true reflection of what the rest of the platform is like, especially not in the community moderated areas. They're doing great jobs, all of them. So just see one of the videos I did in December. I've been up it on Instagram, maybe on other platforms, but like just go and use the menu to search for 18+ places, and you'll find some populated ones. Cool. Okay, let's move on. So I wanted to show you something actually, and sir, I haven't got my shoes on. Oh dear. Fuffa, I should put shoes on now in 2 seconds. It's like I'm going to a Kung Fu class. Okay. So if I go, I found my shoes after I deleted them the other day. I didn't actually delete them, it turns out. And what happened is I accidentally renamed them, so they were in my underwear section, which was quite weird. But they were named like pants or something. I just found it completely by accident. So yeah, if I just put on my shoes, you'll see. Let's lift the feet up so you can see this happen. Ready? Isn't that cool? All right. So we're gonna go and see probably one world, and then I'll shut the stream. So, maybe 2 if you're lucky. Okay. So we saw Oblivion yesterday, and we saw the Albineris Manor. But I wanted to show you a world from one of my favourite games. It was actually from Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines. So if I go into here, we'll appear in there very, very shortly. I'm just gonna drop a portal just for extra dramatic effect. Okay, into the Ring of Fire, guys. Let's go. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Why are there air conditioners in hot tubs? It's a good question. I don't have an answer. Okay, so we are in a haunted house, guys. This is a haunted house from, again, one of my favorite games. So there's lots of spooky things going on here. There's some pictures behind this counter. So we're gonna go and look at that. So that you can see this. It's very dark. Let me just get the behavior right on this a sec. And oops. There we go. So there's some, I don't know who these peeps are. But it's very, very spooky in here, and I love it. So this was a haunted house called Ocean something or other. Let me think. It's called Ocean Hotel. So we're gonna have a quick run around in here and try not to get scared, okay? So there's gonna be spooky things that might jump at us. Just need to correct my height a sec. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay, let's go, guys. So, oh my goodness. So, I don't know if you can see this, but there's no, I really don't know if you can see this. There's a ghost girl right here. I'm not even kidding you. I don't think you can see her. Let me just say I need to recalibrate. I've just noticed that like I'm squatting. It's because I've been sat down so long. Oop. Okay, here we go. So I don't... Can you see? Oh, you can see, look. She's pointing inside the door, guys. So that was weird. You couldn't look. She fades in and out as you move towards and away. Can you see that? That's so weird. Just spotted a big vase thing. Okay, let's go. I suppose you've got to go through here then. So we have to click to here. And then we're inside the bar. Lovely. I like this bar. This is pretty. There's some sort of burnt paper there and lots of bottles. You'd think I'd be at home behind the bar. So, this is something I never like to see. The dumb waiter, it has an interaction thing on it. So we're gonna go and click that, alright? Here we go. You pull your pants up to your knees and run away. Oh dear. Hang on, your pants up to your knees? Are your pants on the floor? Oh god. I'm not gonna ask that. Okay. So if we go, oh, we're in the kitchen. So, there's some ghosty shit going on here. There's like a journal there, a microwave here. The two doors have, interaction spots on them, so I'm gonna go for kitchen closet. Okay. There's something up there, guys. I don't know. Can I go up there? I'm not sure I can. No, I have to go up a leaves. I'd love to make a haunted house. Maybe I'll make a haunted house. Okay, so we're gonna go out here, okay? We're in some kind of weird basement. And there's some sort of green light down there. I'm just gonna quickly check all corners. Elevator's that way. Okay, so I don't think I go in here. Basement storage, let's go. Oh. Okay. Sometimes things jump out at you in this, I will warn you, so please don't be scared. So this is the one thing I just came out of, that's the kitchen. So I'm gonna just run down here now. And we're gonna go down this alleyway. I really don't remember what was going on here. That's basement storage too. So some sort of device there. Don't think so, okay. So, oh, and on where am I now? I'm back in the corridor. Hey, do you guys remember when I did that Sunday stream and it was the scary one? Oops, sorry guys, that's the kitchen. What's that noise? Can you guys hear that noise? What's this? Boiler room? Oh, we're going downstairs. What's in here? Oh, and I'm... Okay. It's very dark in here. Don't like it. Oh, Jesus! There's a leg got me. That got me. I don't know if you saw that. I'm just gonna bring you this way. Like, ready? It's a guy with an axe. He's just sort of appeared out of nowhere while I was running forward. I'm not. It's not good. It's not good, guys. Okay, let's carry on. It's pretty packed there. I do get scared at these things. So, nothing in there. Nothing in here. Okay, so we're gonna head back. This way back to this guy with the axe, still here, of course. So, oh. Right, let's run back up the stairs, okay? Then in here. Okay, right. Let's get out of here, guys, because it's getting a little scary. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's a ghost girl again. She's right there. Oh wow, okay. Right, I'm like this. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. And I think we're gonna go towards the elevator, which is this way. So, this is the elevator, I guess. Oh, can we not do this? Second floor, third floor, blah blah blah, bananas, I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna run this way. Nothing here. So what I'm gonna do on your invoke the respawn button because I can't remember which way I came. No, back here again, so So we're gonna run up. I remember this really spooked me out in the original game, and it was like such a short level. But it was wonderful, but it all led towards this big, epic sort of fire which happened in the hotel. And you have to go through like all these burnt rooms upstairs that are all like dilapidated, and you press buttons and it switches the room out with how it used to look, and it's very spooky. I think Bloodlines 2 is out, and I haven't played it, and I really want to. But I know I haven't actually played many games for a while, so... just basically, once you come into these sorts of VR experiences, you kind of... A lot of the time, you just stop playing games, because there's just so much to do in here. And of course, you get to experience all of this person and run around, and it's like... Playing games on screens kind of just doesn't do it for me anymore. It's just not... Oh my god, there's something flashing down there. Well, I'm flashing. That's weird. Yeah, no, but playing games on flat screens just doesn't do it for me anymore, I gotta be honest. Definitely. Okay, see you later, Golden. Sweet. Okay, let's move on. I'll show you one more world and I think we're done. I hope this world doesn't make my stream chop out, because I think it is quite a hectic one. Say that. Yeah, District Roboto. I haven't shown you guys this one yet. I've shown you the... Oh my god, what the hell? Screaming noises, let's get out of here. Well, let's jump in. This is quite a heavy one, so we'll be in a loading screen for a moment. But I'll keep talking throughout, just so you know I'm here. Walker, a big sneeze coming. Oh no. I'm trying to fight the sneeze. My goodness. Oh, I'm getting hungry now. I think it might be time for dinner. Well, I did have a late lunch, in fairness, so... So I think when I have a late lunch, it kind of makes me not so hungry earlier on in the evening. So, okay, we're coming up to about halfway. We're a third of the way loaded on this. We loaded in no time at all, but this is a world that you absolutely have to see. So, District Roboto, that we've seen before, was a really big one. I think this is a precursor to it, but it honestly is no less beautiful. We'll have a little explore around here. I need you guys to tell me... I need you guys to tell me if my voice starts chopping up when we go into this world, because these worlds are not light. They're beautiful, but they're very, very heavy on detail. Okay, we're just coming up to 75% loaded. And very, very soon we'll be in and running around this amazing, amazing world, which you can't get in here on a Quest, so you have to come in here on PC. And like a lot of PC-only worlds, this one absolutely, you can understand why it's beautiful. So stick around if any of you guys are on a Quest and you're considering perhaps jumping across to a PC to do a VR. You're not going to be disappointed. This is incredible. This is called District Roboto, and it's by Finns. So if I just move forward a little bit, you can actually see, like, here we are. We're in here. I'm just going to quickly recalibrate because my legs are doing weird things. Whoop. So, okay. Perfect. What's that line? That's weird. Oh, are you seeing a line there? That's strange, look. So comparing a line from the camera. It's very odd. Wonder why that's happening. I turn off this control, is that... Gosh, it's at every direction I look. Are you seeing the line? Oh. No, you're not seeing the line. Why am I seeing the line, then? That's odd. Okay, well, I'll just pretend it's not there for now. Cool. Let's go. So... Yes, we do have a lot of, options here we can turn on and off. I think my right leg tracker has slipped a bit. Okay, but look at this. Look at the amazing cat here. Look how pretty that guy is. Everything is kind of a little bit Christmas themed right now. So when I got to, I think what the last room is in this world, it was like a big Christmas band, and it was amazing. We're playing Christmas music, but this is This definitely reminds me of the other District of Otham, and of course it would. It's around the same thing. So let me just check the drift on. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got some big drift going on here. Let me just. I'll let you watch this. What resets if I stand still? Okay, and then I do the skiing pose. And then we just corrected the drift. Drift is something that affects these trackers. They do forget sometimes where they are. There we go. We should be okay. We're back in action now. Everything's working. Okay. So let's have a look outside. So this is an absolutely beautiful map. So I just had to rejig some windows. So we press these little door handles. And, at least I think we press these door handles. Worked yesterday. The hell? Well, that's strange. Why is that not working today? Okay, so the mirror thing works. Why not the door handle? Oh. Oh, you see, Oh. I walked through it. Okay. That was strange. So there's a lovely snowy street. Seen that here with lots of little robots playing. It's amazing sort of graffiti street lights there, everything. So if we sort of just take a little walk over here, guys. Am I supposed to worry? Have a normal conversation? Most of the time I just ask stupid questions. No, you don't ask stupid questions. Like, we've got loads of people watch this channel right now. And no one else is saying a goddamn thing. So, no, thank you for asking the questions that you're asking. It's always good to have your company. So, look at this street scene though, guys. The little robot just went between my legs. That was hilarious. This is absolutely beautiful. Someone said to me that this is like that game Stray. I've never played Stray. Oh. The robot just went to my legs again. That was hilarious. Oh my god, but like, we got the little cats as well. Check it out. Oh, that's lovely. Oh my god, this world is so amazing. You can see there's definitely a Christmas theme to it. There's a bloody Christmas tree over there. I mean, Oh. So you go OLED, you never go back. I wish for some RGB lighting. I think I'll look good with them on me. Oh, and there's a door here I didn't see before, actually. It was just... Is it? Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so we're inside. One is a balcony's looking down. Unfortunately, you don't get to see much of this where you are, so I'm gonna leave. Yeah, if I can. There we go, so if I just run out. Fee. What a lovely, lovely world. Yeah. See, I can't go back to playing games on 2D screens. Like, all these people who are still playing on their Xboxes and PlayStations, they've got no idea. There's just so much amazing stuff going on here. It's just... Can't go in. Okay, so we've gone in. Oh. Hey, he looks like a big Santa Claus robot. Oh. Oh, there's a switch. No, I can't do anything with that switch. But yeah, I've never played Stray. But someone did comment to me once that this world looks like it might be from that game. I don't know. I don't know. It's very, very pretty. Like the texture, it's been done exceptionally well. Modeling everything. Also, just a thing. I was looking yesterday on Horizon, so one of my favourite creators on Horizon, Shahrazad Arshad, who's made a lot of sort of Studio Ghibli worlds, and some really, really incredible sort of like Spider-Man worlds as well on that. And honestly, everyone who's been any time on Horizon Worlds has been to Shahrazad's worlds. They all seem to have disappeared. I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but like... wonder why. I did meet him once. He was a lovely guy. Him. Violet. Just kind of disappeared into a bubble of thought there, but no, that's a big shame. It's a big shame that I used to do a lot of world hops around Horizons, and the Shahrazad's bulls were always ones where I would definitely take people to and show them, because they were absolutely incredible. Here, come on. Let's go. Oh, hello, little guy. Oh. For this, I love the shape of these. He's walking around so confidently. That's super cute. Hey! Ha! Oh my god, there's so many cats here. Did anyone watch Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the remake? Does anyone... Mate, is this a... Oh, it is! Oh my god! It's the Alan Rickman robot. Does anyone remember the Alan Rickman robot from the new Hitchhikers?
I'm a robot now, get lost. What do you want? Whoever made this world is an idiot. Well, hey, let's poke fun at the funny-looking robot. Of course, you would do that. Time is simple. It's time to go away.
This, oh my god, no way to lie. This is totally the robot I can't remember the bloody name of. But this is the robot from Hitchhikers. That was voiced by Alan Rickman, but... Bob? That's super exciting, I love that. Okay, let's carry on, guys. Okay, I saw a sign for a cafe and I was wondering if I could go inside, but apparently not now. Oh. Oh. Okay. Cool. Oh. Let's get a hot dog while we're here. Hey, let's get some sauce. Hello, can I have a hot dog, please? I'm gonna get a little chat here. Customer services, anyone? Hello, I'd like to see the manager. Thank you all. Look at this scene though out here. I don't know if you can really see this. But I'm gonna pump the brightness up a little bit so you get a lovely view here. You ready for this? But I can. Maybe put an exposure. Look at that. Look at that scene. I've just brightened it up a little bit for you. You can see all these boats out in the stock. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Hey, do robots eat? That's a really good question. I don't know the answer to that. I suspect electricity and maybe a little bit of oil. Probably all they need. Shake it. Okay. Didn't expose down just a bit. Boop. There we go. And you see on the stock scene there's people just sat along here as well, which is absolutely incredible. Is there a place over here? Not sure. No, I don't think I can interact with these. Well, there is an underground section somewhere which I did come into, and we'll conclude when we get there. That's it. That's an interesting shader. If that's a shader at all, I'm not sure if it is. It looks like a shader. It's like I'm looking through and there's like a really nice 3D effect going on in there. Wow. Okay, let's move on. So, I think, I've got the exposure turned up, have I? It's quite bright suddenly, but now, okay, let's carry on. So where did I find was this cyber style? Was this the one? Oh, so we're in some kind of like a sushi bar. Fun. Cute. Oh no. You bitch, I chopped on the floor, bear with me. Oh. Okay, there we go. Like, just put on the table so that doesn't happen again. Oh. If I put it down there. There we go. Okay, it's a piece of paper with some, scribblings on it. If I pull that down there. Mostly got some bottles of, the Toro Shell Single Malt Whiskey. Well, very nice too. Just put that back on the shelf. Wow, amazing. The amount of effort that went into this world is absolutely mind-blowing. Like, it's just... wow. Oh, so I gotta just run out here now. I need to find... What's this? I know we've been in here. I was trying to find the little basement bit where Will Bishy end the stream. I think it might be down here. Yeah, we've got some blue lights down here. I remember these from yesterday. So if I run down here... there should be a doorway here somewhere. Think it's... Is it through here? Not sure. 2 seconds. Oh, I can go up here, that's fun. Not sure. Oh, do you know, I can't remember, but honestly, I am going to end the stream now, guys. But if you get the chance to come here, there is absolutely an underground music gig that you can get into. And there's a robot playing Christmas music and it's absolutely incredible. Maybe it's this way. It's not that way, we've been that way. That's the way we came out, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. Yeah, no, I'm out of patience and unfortunately out of time. So, I'm gonna just run back down here. Right, I know in the stream, thank you so much everyone for tuning in. I hope it's been as amazing for you as it has been for me. Hey, let's do something like this again tomorrow. What else? We'll see, but thank you everyone for stopping by. Thank you very much for your comments as well and your conversation. It's been wonderful as always. So from me and him, good night.